Hello YouTube friends, welcome to Red Parrot Channel. I am your host, Mary Ellen. Today is a Thrifty Thursday, Thrifty Canucks, part of the open collaboration. This is the second time that I am going to be filming this because I believe the phrase is, you know you're a YouTuber when the gremlins eat your film. So this is my second dot on the bingo card. I've had my film eaten by gremlins, and I have also knocked the camera off angle and not noticed it until the very end. So, well on my way to becoming a veteran, maybe? Anyways, let's get into our thrifty treasures. This one I really like, and I bought because of the heart charms. Really like those, as well as the fun beads. You can detach the end. There's a little jump ring here, so you could just flip that open, pull all the beads off, and if I wanted to, I could create a new bracelet just by putting different beads on. But I really like these heart charms. They're really quite nice. Next up, we have some stationery. So this is, if you remember, I think my last Thrifty Canucks, I had a piece of fabric that was fruit and vegetables and so forth, all in vibrant colors. And when I saw this, it reminded me of that fabric and a journal that we could make. And so these are just a pile of cards. The box is actually quite nice as well. You could put make a journal that allowed it just to sort of store in the box, or you could take these three sides off and you could have a ready-made journal cover. So this has hardly been used. Here's all of the envelopes, and then I will show you the design. So there's 3 cards of the peaches, 2 cards of the cherries, these are figs, and these are grapes. And they're all quite beautiful in terms of their tones and colors. They all kind of obviously match because they're part of a set, but also match some of the things that I have as well, which is nice. I think I like these the best. So there's that. Put that aside. Also under the banner of stationery, I have this, which is this is I guess the full pattern. Quite lovely and floral, nice purple and pink. And this is paper, and these are envelopes, and you can see the envelopes have got, I can open one of the envelope sides. Sorry for the crinkle. I'm assuming that the envelopes, yes, so they're beautiful, and then be able to mail that. But we are not going to be mailing any of this because we're probably going to be making journals out of it. Well, I say probably. There we are. So there's that one. Then all of these came in a single bag. They're all of a kind. This one says $8.99, so I'm assuming that this was 9 times 3 is 27. $27 worth of stationery. Is that right? Yeah. Let's open this one up. I picked this one up because of the vibrant colors. Sort of see this as sort of not necessarily matching, but the same vivid colors. Beautiful journal card on that side, beautiful journal card on that side. Comes with some cardboard. That's always a value. Now this package is just envelopes. And that's the back side, and that's the front side. Really quite nice, and comes with a clicky pen. So that's exciting too. Put this away in here, and we'll get to what the paper looks like. Maybe we won't put it in there. We'll just set it aside. And then the paper. I'm just checking for which looks like it's been opened. This one looks like it's been opened. There. So I hope everybody is doing well today. It is Friday when I'm filming this, and it is an overcast day, but the snow's all melted, all gone away. Not sure what the weather is going to hold for today, but hopefully not a lot of precipitation. But if it rains, I'll take rain. And here is the paper, and then blank on the other side. So plenty of goodness in these little kits. And then this is a just a plastic type ribbon. And each one has got a pen, each one has got the set of envelopes. That's pretty great value. Here we are. Is that all the stationery? That's all the stationery. Okay, so if Cindy at Studio Lou can say, please stop me from creating a Christmas stash, I think I need to add to the please and say, I need to, if not stay out of thrift stores entirely for 2023, at least stop buying playing cards. So I shall show you the playing cards. That's ridiculous. So we will go through these bit by bit. These are, what are they called? You're Wonderful, 30 pop-up open cards with messages inside. So I think they are positive affirmations. And you can, I don't know if you can see, there is a perforated line just down here, which is the perfect size for slide cards or science slides. So that's kind of interesting too. And the back of this says, be your incredible self. So I think there's spots to journal with. Each card is a surprise. Give some people to consider giving a card to. The friend who always warms your heart, the loved one you can't wait to see, the coworker who keeps things running smoothly, the neighbor who brightens your day, the barista who always makes you smile. Some special ways to give a card. Tucked inside a handwritten letter, placed on a nightstand or pillow, left on a desk or someone's workspace, added to a place setting for a holiday meal, attached to a bouquet of flowers. Feel good, pass it on. So this is a season of good vibes, so I will likely be using those for Christmas cards as well. I'll get rid of these three first. So this is a plain deck, and a generally plain deck, but the back is brand, and that SO brand is petrochemicals. So it's a place where you can buy fuel. So those are the three straightforward ones, and I'm going to pop these on the floor because I'm running out of space. So somebody is getting rid of their Klimt card collection. This is the third deck I now have of Klimt cards. I really enjoy the way these cards look. They're so stylized, very Art Nouveau-y. And we get up to the face cards. So these are the jokers. There should be another joker in here somewhere. No? Nobody? Okay. Well, I thought there was two. This is the king, and the king is the same for all of the decks. I don't know what a B is. It might be for queen. And I don't know what D is. Because I'm used to seeing there's the other joker, queen and a jack. So I'm sure that if you were actually playing this for playing sake, you would designate one or the other. Not our problem, I don't think. The back is lovely. It is absolutely a something that you could easily just quickly embellish. It's got a beautiful texture already laid down, nothing too fussy, and a beautiful orange. Great for fall colors. And Halloween, I guess, is another orange color. Easter, not so much. Christmas, not so much. But you could certainly zhuzh it up. So, Klimt. Oof. Next one, flowers. We have flowers, got roses. And I don't know what these flowers are. So that's the Joker. Really enjoy this sort of squaring in the middle. And it also occurs to me that this is large font deck of cards, once I can get over. So large font. But roses and these others. If you know what that flower is, let me know in the comments below. So there's one. Second one is birds. These haven't even been used yet. This is, I believe, mallard duck, possibly. Possibly the female, possibly the male. It's really hard to see the duck in this picture because the background is so dark. This one is much better. You can see much better. But those are birds. And these last ones I think are my favorites. These are loons. Loon is a common and quite popular Canadian bird of our parks. That's what the backs look like. And they have a haunting call, and it's one of those sounds that is often associated with the great outdoors of Canada. Those cards are quite lovely. I like them a lot. Nice, muted, very natural color palette. Last three are books. This one, Towner's Mail Choir Combined by D.B. Towner. And the copyright is 1894. These are, it's just all music and beautiful color of the paper. It is mostly or 100% religious themed, which is neither here nor there. It's not my thing necessarily. Love the size of this book, and I bet it would be fun to just have something to just cover in that center and use this book almost as is. A little bit of damage here, but not much to worry about. So I like that one a lot. Oh yeah, next one. So in the children's section of one of the thrift stores that I go to, there are banks and banks and banks of children's books, and children's books come in a wide variety of heights, depths, and so on and so forth. And there is no order to this. They just kind of jam all the books in. I saw this one close to an edge, and I saw the word fairy, and I didn't really pay much attention. I sort of opened it and went, oh, that's nice, I'll get that. And then didn't realize until I got home and started paying attention to it that this is a flower fairy alphabet by the famous and renowned fairy artist, Cecily Mary Barker. I felt very proud of myself that I had accidentally bought one of her books. Not huge into fairies, but I think this is essentially the influence of Cindy at Studio Lou, who has done a bunch of tremendous fairy books. And if you want one, go see her on YouTube and check out her Etsy store. This is the alphabet of fairies, which they're a beautiful card. I get it now. I get it. I get why it is such a popular book because of the size. Oh, that's sad. There's two on the same side paper, and it just sort of goes on. Sad that they didn't have any cards. Maybe they were short on the number of papers that they have. And then there's poems, which is also lovely. Pansy, I think, is a good echo dying, book boiling flower. Queen of the Meadow. R. Huh. So I don't know why they didn't do a rose. I'm just saying. I was all expecting a rose. Maybe it was too predictable. And then this is so sad. There is no flower apparently for you. So this is the song of the Vetch Fairy. Poor little you has nothing to do. He hasn't a flower, not one, for you is unlucky, I'm sorry to tell. You stands for unfortunate, ugly as well. No single sweet flowery name will it spell. Is there nothing at all to be done? Don't fret, little neighbor, says kind Fairy V. You're welcome to share all my flowers with me. Come, play with them, laugh and have fun. I'm vetches in plenty for me and for you. Verbena, valerian, violets too? Don't cry then, because you have none. I just think that is so sad that they should call out the letter U and make such a sad little commentary on the letter U. I mean, couldn't you have at least gone into like the Latin name? There should be a Latin name that starts with a U. Anyways, that's my little rant for the day on the injustice of the U Fairy. This is the last book, and this one is really nice. So this is Irina Ginsburg Sobolewa. Did I put down how? Maybe in this page? Okay, so it is Lvive album of lithographs. So she's a lithographer. And this is a great book. It is Russian, that's English, going with that's Polish, and this is for sure German. And here are her lithographs. And I got it because they're black and white and can be painted. And this starts to make a beautiful page for something a little bit more gothic or dark. One of my first junk journals was a dark Alice in Wonderland, and that's where I first got introduced to the versatility of black and white. These are all making beautiful junk journal cards. There's a lot of white space as well if you wanted to use that. Just sort of flip that over and you've got journaling space as well. She was born in Russia to artistic family. This, how do we do that? How do you do that? I don't know. Anyways, that makes me think of a bird. Every time I see this picture, a bird. Welcome to the bird church. To artistic family, and she studied art in Russia. Then she left to the Ukraine, and she has spent the majority of her life, I think, in Ukraine, around Polish, and she has captured the town of Lviv and the Carpathian Mountains. And that makes me think of Romania and Dracula and all those kinds of sort of dark and wondrous stories. Some really, really nice pictures in here. Like that one as well, that's looking down. You could do something fun with that for Christmas journal, maybe. This is a yard with a squirrel. This is as big as a yard, and that's the wee squirrel there. I just think that title is funny. And this one is Belief, Hope, Love, and their mother, Sophia. The first flowers, these must be crocus. By the way, they're pointed up, and you can just paint those in like a purple and yellow and maybe leave the rest of that black and white or something. This picture reminds me of a scene from a Doctor Who, a Capaldi episode. I just have that image as him looking out of, I think it's a coffee shop. It just has that feeling. And some of these other ones have the feeling of the episode Heaven Sent, which is possibly my all-time favorite episode of Doctor Who. This is, I think, Heaven Sent in the scene in the graveyard. Look at that hand coming out. You just don't see it at first, but then you sort of see the hand, the stone separating and coming out. This is like gothic. And this gets into a weird phase where she stops doing sort of line or linear perspective, and she does this whole sort of curved thing. And then these weird angels sort of floating around. Here's more of that sort of curved view. And then people. This one is interesting. It says a woman and a mirror, and so there's 4 images, so interesting to see how that might have come about. Bertha, I like that picture a lot too. That would have been beautiful to add some tones to. Miriam with Judith. Portrait of Father Men. Chagall in Paris. I wonder if that's C. Chagall in Paris. He's going to fall over. His hips are well outside of the border here, so I know it's fantasy. It just gives me a little bit of tension. And this is called Young Modigliani. So I think she swung in a whole bunch of really high-end artistic circles. And this is Rembrandt Studio. I think that's a little Rembrandt. And then that's the end of that. So that is today's episode of Thrifty Thursday and Thrifty Canucks. Thank you so much for joining me. Please feel free to like and subscribe for more episodes. Thanks so much. See you soon. Bye now.